You know what? I'm tired of arguing with you every time that I want to go out, okay? You may be the chief of police in this town, but you gotta stop treating me like some sort of criminal.
I don't treat you any such way, girl. I'm trying to raise you to be a fine young lady.
So tell me, Daddy dearest, what is it exactly about Justin Roberts that you don't like anyway?
Well, damn it, girl, you just turned 21, and he's all over you like flies on shit. You know he's only after one thing. He's 25, has no job, no future. He's just not good enough for you.
Well, I think he is good enough for me. I like Justin, okay? He's trying to get a job. Not like there's any jobs in this shithole town anyway. Doolyville. Who calls a town Doolyville?
You know damn well it started out as a logging camp back in the 1890s. Dr. Dooley came up here to tend to the sick and injured, and he did such a damn fine job of it over the years, they all got together and they named the camp after him. Then the logging industry boomed and made the town what it is today.
Yeah, a bigger shithole than it was back in 1890. Anyway, I like Justin. He's sweet. He's gentle. I've known him since we were kids. I want to be with him.
Sure you do. And I'm sure he wants to be with you too. In your pants, more like it. Ha! You're barely out of diapers, girl. And you want to mess up the rest of your life with that good for nothing? If your mother was alive today, she'd forbid you seeing him. Come to think of it, I forbid you from seeing him. And that's the end of it. I understand you're a pretty young girl and you want a nice looking boyfriend. Well, you should get together with someone like my deputy, Jim Brandon. Now there's a nice young man. He's good looking, intelligent, and he's got a great future with the department. Jim's the kind of guy you can grow with and enjoy a great future together.
Yes, Daddy, I know what you mean. And you're right, Jim is a nice guy, but he's never shown any interest in me.
Well, maybe he's intimidated because you're my daughter. I know he likes you, though, because he keeps on telling me how you're growing into a fine young woman. Now that Justin, he's a real loser. That guy's gonna end up in a real bad way. You mark my words. I know where you two hang out, so don't let me hear of anyone seeing you two together again.
Well, like you said, I'm 21, you can't stop me. I want to be with Justin, and there's nothing you can do about it. What's wrong, Justin? It's a beautiful moonlit night. Look up. You should be happy. You should live every moment like it's your last. Look around. There's nobody here. There's no one to bug us. So romantic.
Then why don't I feel romantic? And why's your dad giving you crap about me again?
I don't know. He's never liked you, even since you were little. I don't know what his problem is.
Well, I do. He's just your basic slime ball who was a rotten street cop. And then somehow wormed his way into being chief, which makes him an even bigger slime ball.
Hey, Justin, you know what? I don't care what you think of him, but I don't need to hear it. Don't talk about my dad like that. You can keep it to yourself.
Jeez. 20 minutes ago, he's on your case about me. And now you defend him?
Yeah, well, maybe he's right. You're acting like a total jerk.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey. Let's just have a little fun.
Yeah, not now, honey. You ruined any chance of having any fun tonight.
Oh, come on, cut the crap. You know you want some.
No, I don't want some. Not from you, not ever. Now cut it out.
Are you kidding, you horny little bitch?
Get out! Get out of my car! Go! Get the hell out, Justin!
All right.
You can walk home!
Fine! I don't need this and I don't need you. Piss off!
Come on, Justin. Come on. Justin? Justin, where'd you go? How did you get away so fast? Justin! Come on, no games now, okay? Come on, I'll drive you home. Justin? You know what? You're a big time asshole, okay? You go walk home. There's other fish in the sea. See you later.
Finally, we're here.
I'm excited to have a picnic.
Well, Mr. Tom Cameron, park ranger extraordinaire. It's good to get out, eh? We both needed it.
Patrols out here can be pretty stressful during the winter, so I'm looking forward to the day off. What about you, Shayla Cameron? You excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
It's a great opportunity to take little David out and show him the wonders of the forest and the river.
Okay, let's go. Gorgeous, isn't it?
You know what? You guys take care of this, and I am gonna go get David.
Sounds good, hon. Can you put the cup over there? Thank you.
Hi, baby David.
Please. There.
That's it.
Good for now.
Hey Dad, can I go and check out the bird's nest?
Yeah, just don't go too far, okay?
Okay.
Just not too far, Shayla.
Here we go.
Hey, little man.
There's Daddy.
How's it going, buddy?
Sunshine.
How's it going? Shayla, stay here with David for a minute. Mom and I are just gonna go check out the waterfall.
Okay, Mom and Dad, I'll stay.
Honey, what are you doing here? We told you to watch the baby.
I was thirsty, and I wanted to see the water too.
We never leave the baby alone. Come on, go, go, go. Where's the baby? Where is he?
David! Where's David? I left him here, I swear. I know it's all my fault. He's only a month old. He can't walk away.
We told you to stay with David. What's wrong with you, child? You never leave him alone. Okay, this is what we do. Let's be logical about this. There's no one else that can come up through this trail because the front park gate's still closed for the winter season. It's only myself and Adam Raintree that have the keys. No one else would even be walking in the area. And even if they were, who would steal a baby in a car seat? Right? The bears are still hibernating. There's no other animal or creature that could pick up a baby in a car seat and take it into the bush. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Let's pack up the picnic stuff. Jenny, I'll drop you and Shayla off at your mom's. Wait for me there. Then I'll go talk to Chief Jack Thompson and organize a search party. I'll call in Air and River Rescue. I'll get Wally and his tracking dogs. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go. Frank! Put the friggin' gun away! Jack!
What the hell's up your arse? That's a real good way to get yourself shot, Tom, busting in here like that.
Jack, knock it off. My baby's gone missing. Up on number 3 trail.
Say that again and calm down a little.
We were having a day out, up by the river, in the clearing. We wanted to go see the waterfall. We left baby David in his car seat, and he's gone.
That was a stupid ass thing to do, don't you think? Leaving your baby all alone like that?
Yeah, I know. Never mind the lecture. My baby's gone, car seat and all. Please, we need to get a search party together right away.
Well, you heard the man, Jim. Get your ass in gear. Round some folks up pronto. Oh, by the way, where are Jenny and Shayla?
They were pretty shook up, so I went and dropped them off at Jenny's mom's house. I gotta go over and talk to Adam. Let him know what's going on. Get on the phone. Call whoever you can. Tell them to dress for the bush. Oh, and call Wally Peterson. Tell him to come over here, get the search and rescue dogs. By the way, Jack, who have you got in the cell?
Oh, just the usual rowdies, all boozed up again. The Dawsons and Johnny Whitecloud.
Okay. Tell them that you'll drop the charges. If they promise that they're gonna help out with the search party and they have to stay sober for 30 days.
Don't get your hopes up on the 30 days, but they'll be there.
I thought this was your day off. What's going on? You look as if anger has overtaken your mind.
I'm not angry. I'm just upset because David's gone missing.
What does that mean, my friend? David is missing. How can that be? He cannot walk yet.
Jenny and I were up at old trail number 3. We left him with Shayla for a second. We went over to look at the water, and when we came back, he was gone.
First of all, that was a damn stupid thing to do. No tracks. No footprints. No visible signs of humans in the area.
That's right. It was like he just vanished into thin air. Him, the car seat, they're gone.
Did you smell anything? Hear any sounds? Did the eagle soar above? Did the forest animals make noise? Did the hair on your neck start to quiver? Did the wind whisper to you?
What the hell are you talking about? That is crazy old native talk, okay? This is the now, alright? My son is missing.
You need to calm down, Tom Cameron. The Great Spirit will not allow any harm to come to your son. His destiny is to live a long and prosperous life. Feel it in the air.
Enough. Enough with the crazy native jibber-jabber. Alright? I'm going over to the chief's. He's gonna help organize a search party. I want you there in 20 minutes. Do you understand?
Hey, little brother, what's the rush?
I'm on my way to the chief's right now. He's got word out. He's gonna organize a search party. We gotta find David.
What do you mean? What's wrong with little David?
It's a long story, but he's in the forest, missing right now.
What, he's grown wings? How can you, like, seriously, you're gonna have to explain this to me. What happened? Like, do you want me to go to Ron's ranch and gather up some riders and we can just go have a search there?
More the merrier. Any help it's good help. We're gonna go organize a search party. We're gonna go try and find David. You know, I'd greatly appreciate it, alright?
Okay, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Come on now, child. You've got to try and get some rest. There's not much we can do here. The searchers will be out again at first light. And some of the native trackers are going to help out as well. They have plenty of light and amazing eyesight and, well, they have an unbelievable knack for finding things in the forest.
I know, Mom. I just can't believe we left David like that. How stupid.
Damn right you're stupid.
Mother, don't talk like that.
Tom shouldn't have left Shayla alone with him. I mean, as a park ranger, he should have known things happened in the forest.
Sure, blame that wonderful man, you stupid bitch.
Grandma, please stop calling me names. I feel bad enough.
Names are fitting. Only a stupid bitch would leave a baby alone in the forest.
That's not fair, Mother. They both decided to leave David with Shayla. It's not like he could get up out of his basket and walk away. He's a month old, for God's sakes.
You're right. We both decided it would be okay. But how can he just disappear like that? I mean, there's no car tracks, no footprints, nothing. How can a baby just disappear with no visible signs?
Maybe that Sasquatch thingy ate him up for dinner, you stupid bitch.
Grandma, please stop saying that. I thought you loved little David.
Loving is nothing, especially if he's in that critter's belly, you stupid bitch.
You know perfectly well that's just a wives' tale. It's no Sasquatch, it's just what the old Joe tells the kids.
The natives have been telling that story way before Joe was even born, you stupid bitch.
That's enough, Mother. You know, maybe somebody was coming out of the forest and they saw him and they thought he was abandoned. You wouldn't have seen the footprints if they had just walked up the road, you know, on the grassy part.
You know, you're right. I mean, we haven't thought about that. I mean, when Tom gets back, we can see if anybody brought him into the hospital.
That's it, yeah. That's probably what happened. Now listen, you go upstairs and check on Shayla and try and get him a nap. You can use my bed. When Tom gets home, I'll explain our theory to him.
Try, I mean. Oh, God, thank you, Mom. I love you.
Mother? Why did you have to talk to her like that? She's broken-hearted and feels guilty enough.
She should feel guilty. If there's any truth to that Sasquatch story, I bet you he's already chewed him up and shit him out by now. We'll never see him again. Damn stupid bitch.
need you to calm down, okay? I need you to be strong. Maybe Mom was right. Maybe someone was walking along, seen him, thought he was abandoned. But for now, I need you to be strong while we wait for some answers, okay?
Stay strong. Stay strong. How can I stay strong when my baby is missing? And it's all my fault? I mean, you think the thought of someone finding him, even though we haven't heard anything, is gonna make me feel any better? It doesn't, Tom. My grandma keeps calling me a stupid bitch.
Yeah, but look, it's not your fault. Alright, if anything, it's both our fault. We made a mistake. We went ahead and we let Shayla watch him. How was she to know? You know, she thought he was gonna be fine there for a minute, but obviously, the whole thing is screwed up. The baby's gone, What are the odds of that? What are the odds of someone being out there? It's a simple mistake, all right? But for now, we need to calm down, all right? We need to be strong while we're waiting, okay? How's Shayla? Did she get to sleep?
Oh God, finally. I mean, she was crying so much. Just wore her out. Mom gave her some milk. I think she locked an aspirin in it.
Okay, look, why don't you go get some sleep with her? Just lie down. I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'll check and see if someone brought David in.
No, I'm coming with you. I am.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell Mom and I'll be right out, okay?
All right, fine. Look, just tomorrow's a new day, okay? Look, I love you, all right?
Yeah, I love you too. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay guys, what we're looking for is a missing infant. We're going to look down along the trail here. Hetty, with your dog Nico, what I want you to do is we're going to enter the bush and try to do an area search with her. Marianne, I want you to go further down and start in the bush down the trail a bit further and do an area search. And I'm going to bring with Bliss and with Raina, I'm going to take her down a little bit further and do a place last seen and try to pick up a track in that area. And just stay on the radio, let us know if you find anything, and we'll go from there. Good luck.
Okay.
When I was 8, I got my own pony and went on a buffalo hunt with the tribe.
Come on, old Joe. Tell us more stories about that Sasquatch then. Hi, Uncle Joe. Do you mind if we join you?
Sure thing. Who are these lovely ladies?
Well, Uncle Joe, this is Madison and Larkin. They're our own special honeys. And they brought some friends with them.
Oh, so now you have your own personal honeys, do you? What are you teaching this boy, Tristan?
I'm not teaching him anything, Uncle Joe. They just seem to like him. Why? I don't know. Very, very simple people. When you're cute and intelligent like me, and give off good vibes, getting girls is no problem. Are you telling Sasquatch stories again, Uncle Joe?
Yes, I am. By the way, everyone, this is Tristan and Tate. They're friends of mine visiting for a few days.
Okay, so let's get back to the stories. He's just making this stuff up, eh, Joe? No, he's not. There really is a Sasquatch. It's not a Sasquatch, stupid. It's a Sasquatch. Get it right, dodo bird. Sasquatch, Sasquatch. Okay, a Sasquatch.
Everything I've told you before is how I remember it. I can only tell you what these old eyes have seen when they were sharp as the eagles. The buffalo are gone now, and most of the eagles. But I still believe that somewhere out there, these great beasts are trying to live in peace, away from the white man.
Hey Joe, you ever seen a picture of Sasquatch on the internet?
Yes, my friend Adam Raintree showed me one night when I visited his office.
So are those pictures like what you saw when you were a kid?
Well, it was a long time ago, and I was pretty scared, but yes, those pictures did look very much like what I remember.
So if different people all over the place are taking pictures of the Sasquatch, why have we not seen more of them?
Like I said before, I believe these animals have lived quietly for thousands of years and simply want to be left alone to live with nature.
So you still believe they exist, Joe? Listen up, Mr. Smarty Pants. Joe just told you they've lived for thousands of years.
That's right. You have to believe that there are things in this world beyond what we can see with our own eyes. Now how about some more marshmallows? And then one more story and then you gotta scoot, okay?
Can I get your attention, please, everyone? First off, I just want to thank you all for coming out. I know a lot of you have had experience in search parties before when we've had missing campers and hikers. Unfortunately, some of those people are still missing, but some of them we have found. Hopefully today's one of those days and we find my son safe and unharmed. Those of you who lived here a long time have heard stories over the years from old folk like Johnny, White Cloud, and old Joe about what some would call, or the natives would call, a Sasquatch. Some of you may believe it to be true, some of you may just think it to be an old native story. We all know that strange things happen in this forest. It could be very well just the woodland creatures we see in here, or it could be what the natives call a Sasquatch. We're gonna go out to trail number 3, spread out along the road, walk in. Wherever you are at 6 o'clock, we're gonna turn around and walk back to the road. Keep an eye open for anything that may lead us to my son David. Look for broken branches, look for tracks. We're gonna search the ravine, we're gonna search the hollows. Keep in mind, safety. Some of you have whistles. If you find anything, use them. There should be someone within earshot. They'll come to you. Now, Johnny White Cloud and the Dawsons are the best trackers we have. They're gonna search the areas that they know well, search the areas that we shouldn't go. They'll worry about coming back on their own once it starts to get dark. So please, all of you, be safe and let's go find my son David.
Tell us another story, old Joe.
What would you like to hear about this time?
Oh, tell them one of the stories that you used to tell us when we were kids, Uncle Joe. You know what, Tristan? I never really understood Uncle Joe when I was a baby. For my perception of the world around me at that time, not to mention my intelligence level, was certainly not what it is today. I would say that my brain power has definitely improved many times over, don't you think?
Oh, for Pete's sake, shut up, Tate. You all know how smart you are. Forgive him, ladies. Go on, Uncle Joe.
You know what, Joe? My dad says some of your stories are sheer baloney. Like you being part Indian, you don't look Indian to me.
Well, I never said I was part Indian. I said I was raised by our native people, which is what polite folk call them.
Okay, native. My dad still says your stories are baloney.
Tell us again, Joe, how you live with the natives.
Well, a long time ago, I was told that some of the local tribe were out hunting, and they found my dead parents lying in the bush. Apparently, I was wrapped in a cotton sheet and found lying under a tree crying.
What happened to your parents, Joe? My dad says you never ask someone that question. Be polite.
That's okay, sweetie. The local townspeople, well, they think they were killed by the Sasquatch, but they went on a big hunt and never found anything.
Was it true, Joe? Did Sasquatch really kill them?
The tribe knew that it was not true because Sasquatch never hurt any human. They just want to live in peace.
So then what happened, Joe?
One of the hunters took me back to their village, and I was raised in the native ways until I was a young man. That's how I learned to hunt and trap like I still do.
May I interrupt a moment?
Sure, Tate. What is it?
If I'm correct, and I usually am, is not the term Sasquatch in English word meaning wild man in your native Salish language?
That's absolutely correct, Tate. The actual native word is Sasquatch, which means a large, hairy, bipedal humanoid.
So a bipedal humanoid is a creature that stands upright on two legs and has human-like movements.
Give him a rest, Tate. We all know how smart you are. Go on with the story, Uncle Joe.
Okay, now where was I? Okay, yeah, these Sasquatch, they're very careful not to be seen by people. As I said, they just want to live in peace. Okay, kids, let's get roasting. And then, one more story about the Sasquatch. One night, when I was very young, we were sitting around a fire like this, and suddenly, our dogs started looking towards the trees, and a strong smell came in with the evening breeze. It was something that we had smelled before.
Was it a Sasquatch, Joe? I told you before, it's not a Sasquatch, stupid. Get it right. Sasquatch, Sasquatch, Sasquatch. Will you stop bugging him about how he speaks? Okay, I got it. Sasquatch. Oh, is it a Sasquatch, Joe?
I don't know. No one saw anything. Suddenly, the dogs, they took off into the forest. And we could hear the sound of breaking branches and brush and stuff like that. And then the barking, well, it became more like a yelping, almost a howling sound. All became quiet. The smell went away, and the dogs never came back.
Okay. Enough of this spooky crap. Let's just get real here and break the story down. We're supposed to believe that up there, in the forest, next to my home, there's some huge, hairy thing that looks like a man and stinks like hell, walking around eating dogs. And yet not one single person has ever seen this, whatever it is. Am I hearing this straight, folks? I'm a straight-A student and consider myself pretty intelligent. You expect me to believe this garbage about some hairy dude walking around for the past 1,000 years?
Listen up, Mr. Straight-A student. If you don't believe what old Joe says, that's your privilege. However, everyone else enjoys the stories, so take your intelligent, educated ass somewhere else and read a book on how aliens make babies. Buzz off and leave us alone.
So did the Sasquatch eat the dogs, Joe?
We never found a trace of them, so no one knows. Okay, it's getting late, and you've got school tomorrow.
Scoot.
I feel you, my friends. I feel you. Another day comes tomorrow. Live in peace.
Jack. Have you heard anything from anyone yet?
No, nothing new at all, Tom, I'm sorry to say. We are using all the resources that we can, and I don't know what else we can do. I take it there was no news at the hospital.
No, nothing yet. But they're putting word out to all the local hospitals and medical facilities, even the small private practices too. Tell me something, Jack. You spend a lot of time up at the cottage on number 2?
Yeah, I go up there fishing all the time, but the place is a bit run down now since the folks died. I go up every once in a while to fix up the house and the outbuildings. Why do you ask, anyway?
Have you ever saw or heard anything strange, like this Sasquatch thing that the folks are talking about?
No, I don't believe in that stuff. Most I see is the odd bear or some deer now and again. Nothing unusual.
How long's it been since your folks died now, Jack? What exactly happened to them?
Well, they were getting on in years a bit, and it seems they went for a walk down the trail one evening and, well, they never came back.
You mean no bodies were found?
No, not even a fingernail. Everyone around here figures the animals got them, and whatever was left over, the bugs took.
It doesn't seem right, Jack. Bone, teeth, should have been found.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too. And believe me, we investigated their disappearance just like any other missing persons or murder case, but absolutely no clues at all.
How many missing persons have you had in the last 10 years?
Well, I guess it's around 22 now, but I don't keep track of that stuff. You'd have to check the reports. Now, we need to worry about what's happening with your little one.
I remember the CNCU came up here a couple years ago to investigate the missing persons file. Anything ever come out of that?
Not a thing. They interviewed everyone in town and they checked all the trails, but not even the big-time Canadian National Crime Unit could come up with any clues, so the cases went cold. Now, come on now, we're wasting time.
You mean, out of 22 missing people, not a single body or clue of any kind was ever found?
No, not a thing. Now bear in mind that some people got lost and found their way out and made it back home without telling the authorities. But we did find some fishing poles and a couple of rifles and some old camping gear, but nothing major.
Well, what about their vehicles?
Well, the people that claimed they were lost came up and got the vehicles and drove them home.
Was there any forensic evidence on the vehicles, like there'd been foul play of some kind?
I don't remember off the top of my head. You'd have to check the CNCU reports for that. Now come on, we're wasting time. You got any ideas there, Deputy Brandon?
Well, Jack, you're gonna call me an idiot, but I stayed up all last night thinking about it, and I only came up with one far-out idea. I remember when I was young, I used to listen to the stories that old Joe used to tell us about these ghost-like creatures from the forest. And they've been around for centuries, but nobody's ever seen them. So a lot of people think it's a joke. I vaguely remember my grandfather saying something one night when I was very young, but I didn't really understand then. But over the years, old Joe has really stuck to his stories. And let's face it, the stories of these creatures are all over the internet, and they're living in this part of the world.
And your point is?
Well, I don't know how or why, but it is possible that these creatures could have taken the baby David for food. Perish the thought.
You know, Tom, I suppose anything is possible. They do eat small animals and some vegetation, according to the old stories. Has anyone found any blood or remains?
No, I haven't had any reports, but as hard as that thought is to swallow, maybe we should tell the trackers to look into that possibility, eh, Jack?
Yeah, good idea. I'll get the word out.
I did have another thought, though. How about we go talk to old Joe and see if he remembers anything about that one night when he was out hunting with his guardian when he was very young?
Good idea. If there's some truth behind it, that he really did see something, then maybe there's some kind of truth out there with all these stories on the internet. There's enough pictures on there that we certainly have an idea of what we might be looking for. Even though most folks around here don't believe in it, including me and the others in the town, those pictures on the internet at least show the same kind of individual. And there's been so many so-called sightings all over this country, especially up here with all this forest. Come on, let's go have a talk with Joe.
Hey boys, what's up? I'm just splitting some wood here.
We need to talk, Joe.
Remember those creatures you used to talk about, tell your stories to as all the kids? You said you were out hunting with your guardian when you were younger. Did you see one? Or is it just a story that you're telling the kids?
Well, it's sort of both, you know. The elders used to tell a lot of tales about the ghost creatures, that's true. However, I do vaguely recall something really big and scary one day when I was out with my guardian. And even he was scared. Now that took quite a lot because he was a very proud warrior. Nothing scared him until that day.
Okay, Joe. We'll take your word for it that you really saw something back then. Now, you know our baby's missing, and we've got no clues what might have happened. From what you know about the old days, is there any possibility that one of these creatures would mistake our baby for a small animal and take it?
Well, yeah, that's possible. You know, I remember hearing a story about a baby that was taken from one of the teepees and was never found. Turns out one of the old squaws was coming back from the river and she saw the baby being carried off by one of the big hairy creatures into the forest. Nobody believed her though because, you know, nobody else saw it and she was old and her eyes were bad.
Okay, stop there, Joe. Now, coming back from the river, what river? Where, Joe? What river?
Oh, it was near the old hunting ground up Big Bend Creek. Why?
Do you think that these animals, after all these years, would still be in the same place? What do you know, Joe? Do they move around or stay in a certain area?
You know, the elders used to say that they would move around quite a bit with the changing seasons, but they'd always come back to the same part of the forest in the spring. That's because they wanted to have their young'uns and the vegetation be fresh. And the deer and the elk, they'd come back to the same area too, and they'd have their young'uns there, and that provided a lot of food for them.
So you think it's possible for these things, whatever they are, that they could have taken the baby, eh, Joe? What is there up in the old hunting grounds now? Haven't been up there in years, but last I remember it was grown over for miles. Didn't it become part of the national park, Tom?
God damn, Chief, I think you're right. Why don't you come back to the office with us and we'll check out the map. Maybe once you see the map, you'll remember more. Adam, it's Tom. Meet me out in front of the office with map 232, the one with the ridge line, alright? We're on our way back, we'll be there shortly. Alright. Would this be it, Joe?
Yeah, that's it, just about there. Just where the river goes down to the lake. You know, I remember sitting around there up on the ridge when I was a boy and watching all the wildlife come in to drink. You know, it used to be a lot more now, but now it just kind of trickles down over the waterfalls into the lake there.
Well, it's getting late now, but it's worth a shot. What do you say we go up in the morning, go around that ridge line, we'll try and find it. Is that good for you?
Yeah, that'd be fine, actually. I usually get up pretty early in the morning to check my traps. And maybe I'll put some stuff in the backpack. You never know what we might find up there.
All right, sounds good, Joe.
Okay, we're gonna call it quits today. It's around 6 o'clock. Thanks again for everyone coming out. Anyone who can help out tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock, right back here. So again, thank you. I really appreciate everyone's help today. Go home, get some rest, and those of you who can help, we'll see you again tomorrow, okay? Thanks again, everyone.
Hey. Are you okay, Tim?
Piss off.
No, are you okay? Oh, gee.
Piss off.
Oh, can't handle liquor, eh?
Fuck's sake, man. What the fuck is your problem? Hey, you're all acting like goddamn children here.
I'm just trying to help the guy out.
Hey, between my brother. Fucking half-breed. Hey.
Call him a half-breed.
Jesse, over here.
Your shit. Oh, the hat's off, huh?
Yeah.
The hat is off.
Are you ladies done? Enough.
Hat.
Enough. Did you check the creek?
I checked the creek.
Hey, South Point. Did you check South Point?
Yeah, I checked the
Yeah,
cell.
okay. All right, nothing? Nothing?
Nothing. I checked. Trust me, he went west and you went east.
Let's go. Let's go for a beer. Hey, let's go for a beer.
Whoa, break it up here, boys.
That's right. That's right.
Guys,
Jesse, help me out here.
I'm thirsty. I'm tired. Come on.
Jesus, guys.
Go for a beer.
Come on, let's just get out of here.
Thirsty too. Sick of this shit. It's okay. Leave that hat on.
Just fine, that big.
Just settle down, all right? I think we're getting really close. This is looking familiar. I remember it was next to a real big tree. It's probably even bigger now. It's probably all grown up quite a bit from when I was a kid, but I think we're really close. Must be just a little further along.
Let's keep going.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, this is it. This is the spot. This is the big tree I was telling you about. It's way bigger now than it was when I was a kid, but this is where I used to sit when I was young, right here next to the river. Yeah, we're real close here.
Just around the spot?
Yeah, just past the tree.
That's a lot of vegetation down there.
Yeah, but when I was little, there wasn't all this vegetation growing up here. You could see right down. Sometimes there'd be deer and buffalo coming in by the river there. They'd be drinking in the shallow water.
What is that?
Where?
Right there, drinking on the rocks.
There is something down there. It don't look like no bear I ever seen. There's two of them. Whatever it is, let's find out.
What the hell are you doing, Jack? Whatever we're tracking, we don't want to kill it. What if it's got a den or something? We might be able to find David down there in the den, still alive. Or at least track it and maybe find his remains. Did it look like what you saw when you were younger?
Oh, yes. I'll never forget that one. I never even thought I'd see one again, let alone two of them together. I guess your hunch was right, Tom.
Yeah, except now one of them's wounded. Or at least really pissed off. We're supposed to just track them, but whatever it is, wounded or not, its mate's gonna be pissed off too. We're gonna have to be super careful.
Quiet. Quiet, everybody. Can you smell it?
Smell what?
That's the same smell I remember from many moons ago. That's the same creature I remember smelling as a child. I'm gonna go after it alone.
Are you nuts?
Yeah, that's crazy, Joe. That thing could rip you apart.
Well, that may be, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. You guys don't know how to track like I do. I'm going after this alone.
I'm coming with you. I still have some tracking blood in me, and the teachings of the tribal ways. For you to go into that vast forest alone, it's not a good thing to do, Joe.
That may be true, but if that's the way I'm going to meet the mighty warriors in the sky, then you need to stay behind and teach the children. All of you go back to town and pray in your own way that I find something. And Adam, if I don't return, I want you to do the ceremony for my soul.
No way, Joe. You know our people would not allow one of our brothers to take such a chance. Even an expert tracker like you can come to great harm in there. Please let me come with you. Even if that animal is badly injured, it could easily kill you. This is a crazy idea, Joe. And most unwise for a man with your knowledge of these things.
This may be crazy and unwise to you, but like the elders have always said, these beasts just want to be left alone to do whatever they want to do, wherever they want to do it. This is a very lucky day for us to be able to see two of these great beasts at one time. Sometimes men don't even see one. And you, Chief, are a very unwise man to shoot one.
If this is your final decision, Joe, then I will start the sacred fire and await your return. If your spirit comes to me to say farewell, I will gather our people and do the ceremony to give your soul to eternity.
That's all I ask of you, my friend Adam Raintree. Now go back to town. Let me do what my instincts and traditions have trained me to do. Go. Go.
I will wait until you are safely on your journey. May the Great Spirit go with you.
You know where the Dawson brothers and Johnny Whitecloud are today?
I think they went back up to trail number 2. They were going to search somewhere around your folks' old place, I think.
Okay. And the rest of the volunteer searchers?
I heard they were going to concentrate on the river's edge and the valley area.
Okay, thanks. I have a couple of things I have to do, Tom. Why don't you look after things here and I'll be right back.
Okay, Jack.
What the hell are you stupid idiots doing at this time of day?
Oh, Mr. Chiefy.
What's it look like, Chiefy? We're just having us a little party before we go Sasquatch hunting. That all right?
Yeah, we're gonna catch us a big boy and barbecue that son of a bitch right in the middle of town.
But first, we're gonna cut him open to see if he ate Tom's little guy. And if he's still in there, we're gonna Barbie the little critter. Just like his dad. And then we're gonna cut his dick off and find that stupid ranger's wife and shove it right down her dress. She's probably never seen one that big.
Why, you stupid sons of bitches. I ought to arrest the lot of you right now. You're in no condition to track today.
Yes, sir, Chiefy, sir.
Yes, sir.
You really should arrest us, but we're the best trackers you got.
We promise to be good little boys while we're out Sasquatch hunting. We won't cause any problem. Right, boys?
Right. Right. Let's
go.
See you later,
mister. Rubber burning, pencil pushing, plastic badge wearing lawmaker.
Hi, Mr. Chiefy.
Age before beauty.
Sail back to Boston. Wanna return to see you again. Woo!
There's nothing better in this world than one great big piss.
We gon' cut his dick off. We gon' cut his dick off. Come here, fuzzy man, and we cut your dick off. The ranger's wife will love that big hairy sucker down her dress. Freak her right out, it will.
crap! What the hell's going on here? Oh my fucking god, what the hell?
Are you Head Ranger Tom Cameron?
I am. And you are?
Detective Sergeant Dan Morgan. It's my assistant, Detective Ron Sinclair, and Head Geologist, Dr. Rene Bouchard. We're part of CNCU, Canadian National Crime Unit. I was asked to speak to Chief Thompson. Deputy said he's away. I should talk to you.
So, you're here to help me in the search for my son?
What search?
He's missing in the forest somewhere.
We're very sorry to hear about that. I'm sure you have search parties. Maybe we'll talk about this a bit later on. We'll see what we can do to help. Right now, we're here to reopen a cold case of some 22 missing persons in the area. And, well, Dr. Bouchard.
When these crimes were first investigated, some as many as 20 years ago, we didn't have the benefits of technologies such as DNA or ground-penetrating radar. Many of the photographs that were taken with regular film show blood on the leaves and blood on the ground beneath it. And we were hoping that since you know the area so well, you could show us around and guide us to the areas where the crimes occurred and we could look for evidence of foul play. Which is where my background in geology comes in. If we can find any trace materials or biological matter, I might be able to extract some DNA from it.
So Tom, we're going to reopen all the files, look at all your notes, all the pictures, so we can recreate what might have happened to some of these people.
I remember reading the report, and it stated that most of the missing were seasoned hikers and hunters and outdoorsmen. These type of people don't go missing without a trace.
So you mean to tell me, even after 20 years, even with all the rain, the snow, you're still able to find forensic evidence on the ground?
Yes, there is a faint chance. There are ways to regain evidence from seeds and leaves and other plant material that have been turned into mulch. I have a machine that can locate tiny biological particles deep in the soil that have degraded far beyond the ability of the human eye to see.
Well, that's truly amazing. But what brought on the reinvestigation from Canada's top crime unit?
Apparently, many of the families and the missing persons have kept in contact over the years, and they've all come to the same conclusion, that this number of people going missing is hardly a coincidence. And what's more, the types of people, hunters, outdoorsmen, hikers, and what have you, the idea that such people can go missing without a single trace completely defies logic. So the families wrote a petition to the CNCU to appeal for extra assistance, and that's where we come in, myself and these two detectives here, both of which have extensive knowledge both in forensic psychology and in the handling of forensic evidence. One of the profiles suggests that someone in the immediate area might have something to do with these disappearances, somebody with an intimate knowledge of the forest and the surrounding areas. If our machines detect some underground evidence, we might be able to use that to make a map and create a timeline for the incidents and better improve our model. Then the detectives can take that information and relate it to time frames and correlate it with activities of some of the people around and see whether we can come up with some sort of abnormal behavior pattern.
And that's true. We've got copies of the case files that will match up with the chief's when he comes by to see if there's anything we've overlooked.
How about we go inside and discuss this some more?
Tom! 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 I seen it, Tom! I seen it! I seen the big bugger, and it killed Jesse and Tim. I seen it. They got no heads, I tell you. He must have ripped them off.
What the hell are you talking about, Johnny? Snap out of it!
I seen the big hairy thing headed for the chief's cottage, and it killed Jesse and Tim.
Then where the hell's Jerry?
I don't know. I ain't seen him nowhere. They got no heads, I tell you. He must have ripped them off.
What the hell are you talking about? Seen who?
Who's this drunken clown?
He's Johnny Whitecloud. He's one of my best trackers. Drunk or sober, though, I've never seen him like this. He tells some funny stories in town, but not like this. This, even for him, is way too made up.
Just relax, Roberts. We're from CNCU. Tell us your story.
I don't give a shit if you're from the SPCA. My buddies have no friggin' heads, man.
Calm down, Johnny. Just tell them what they want to hear.
Well, I was sitting against this tree, taking a little break. You know, from tracking. A little snore. When I hear this noise like a bush breaking, I look around and I see this big hairy thing come my way. So I backs up around the tree and lay low till it goes by. And as I start to follow it a bit, I find Jesse and Tim all covered in blood with no heads.
Come on now, Johnny, you drunken bastard. Don't tell me you're all drunked up again imagining this.
I swear to you, Tom. I swear on my last Jack Daniels. I'm as sober as hell, believe me. I really did see this thing, and I did find the Dawsons as dead as a doornail. With no heads, I tell you.
You said you saw this thing heading towards the chief's cottage?
He sure was. I sneaks through the forest, scared as hell. And I comes to tell you, Tom, it's the truth. It's the truth, Tom. I never seen Jerry anywhere. No idea what happened to him. I'm scared, Tom.
Let's humor this drunken clown. Head down to the cottage and find out what this is all about.
You stay here, Johnny. All right? Stay here. We'll talk about this when I get back.
Okie dokie, Mr. Ranger Man. You go get that big fat fuzzy bastard.
Johnny, have you seen my dad anywhere?
Oh, he took off in a hurry a while ago. Now the big-time city suit boys are gonna cut that big, fat, fuzzy bastard's dick off.
What the hell? What are you talking about? What suits? What's a fuzzy bastard? And what did you say my dad was doing again?
Those government guys and the ranger man are out the old house looking for that fat fuzzy bastard. If they catch him, off comes his dick.
Did you say there's something happening at my grandparents' house?
Oh yeah, you heard it straight up from this super tracker man, baby. There's gonna be some dick chopping today for sure. Best get that pretty little ass out there.
Let's get these bullets out of your leg. Just hold still. Kawasana way, kasawana, kakanana wa, sokana yakina we, wanakaya, keawiana ke so no, no way no way. Just hold still, that's it. That's it. Don't move. Don't move. Just get this bullet. There. Oh, that's gonna feel better. Oh, what are you doing here? So that's where you are. Okay. Hand it over. Nice and slow. There you go. Now let's get you back to Mom and Dad. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. That's it, little one. Let's go.
that noise is. It looks like Jerry Dawson.
Hey, Jack! What the hell are you doing? It's Chief Jack Thompson.
Hey, Tom, Jim, who are the suit boys with you?
CNCU! Put down the shovel!
Drop the shovel!
CNCU. Shit. That phony government department of top-notch dickheads? Back off, you big-shot pricks, all of you. You can't stop me now.
What's got into you? Just put the shovel down. Don't make us shoot.
I don't need any help.
I mean, as if one more move and we have to stop you. You know that. Don't do it.
Go ahead and shoot, you pair of city shitlickers. I'm gonna send this nasty son of a bitch to hell where he belongs. I don't need any help from government suits.
Don't do it, man. Whatever the problem is, we can fix it. So just put the shovel down. We don't want to shoot you.
What the hell were you doing, Jack? Were you really gonna cut off his head?
It sure was. Was it you that cut off the other Dawson brothers' heads too?
Sure was. I've hated those sons of bitches since we were in school. They used to beat the hell out of me.
So are we to assume you're digging the grave out back for that guy?
Sure was. Put him in with those other intruding idiots.
You mean there's 22 missing people back there, Jack? It was you that killed them all!
Sure was. People were always snooping around. People are too nosy these days.
Tell me, Jack, are your folks out back too?
Sure are. They sure are. They used to beat me to hell and back when I was a young'un.
What about young Justin? Don't tell me you got him too.
Sure did. Had to keep that slimy greaseball away from my little girl. Jim, come closer. Closer. Promise me you'll take care of my little girl once this is all over. Promise me.
Promise, Jack. Don't worry. But holy crap, Chief. Was it really you this entire time dressed up like a Sasquatch?
Sure was. Did a pretty good job, didn't I?
Yeah, but Jack, why?
Why? Because there's oil under this property. That's why. I had it tested years ago by some surveyor guy from the city.
Yeah, but he's one of the guys that... Oh, Jack, don't tell me he's back there too.
Sure is. This was going to be my retirement fund. Guess I'm not going to need it now.
You son of a bitch. At least it saves us a long drawn-out trial. He probably would have gotten away with the sanity plea. 100% he would have got away with it.
You guys might want to take a look in here. It's not a pretty sight.
Daddy! What the hell's going on? What's happening?
Connie, calm down.
My dad's bleeding. What's going on?
Something terrible's happened here, alright? I need you to calm down. I can explain it later. Jim, take her away. Connie, come with me. Come on.
God. What kind of monster we've been living with?
crap. Who's in this rotten lineup?
Well, that's Tim Dawson, Jess, brothers of Jerry outside. That's Justin Robert. The other must be the 22 missing. And I think that's Jack's parents. I can't tell.
But I gotta post the guard and phone this in and get this sealed up. Get a professional team out here. Let's go.
I didn't see anything at all. Did you guys absolutely nothing? It's been a hot day out there in the woods, that's for sure.
I don't know. Can't find them anywhere.
Too much grass, it's too thick, lights off, I don't know.
You check under the rocks and whatever, yeah, down by the river, yeah, nothing. Yeah, I didn't find nothing.
The weather's getting so hot.
Anybody see anything? No?
Okay.
We didn't have anything from this direction.
What did you guys, wasn't that a long day out there? Did you find a baby at all? Did they find it?
Oh my God, it's old Joe. He's found the baby.
That's all right. The baby okay? That's fantastic. You looked all day.
We're useless baby fries. Couldn't be worse.
Where'd you find him, Joe? Come on, man, spit it out.
He was just lying in a clearing about 5 miles back up the river. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's safe now.
Hello?
Tom, old Joe found the baby.
He did?
Yeah, he really did.
Great. No, great. I'll call Jenny and Shayla right now. All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Hello?
Old Joe found the baby. They found him. He's fine. He's safe. They got him.
What is it? Was that Tom? What did he say? Praise the Lord. They found baby David.
Is he okay?
I don't know. But your daddy will be home soon. I'm just glad he's found. I mean, he's gotta be okay, right?
Can we wait outside for him?
Honey, that's a great idea. Come on.
Come on, guys. Let's go get baby David. We had a lot of searchers out. It's pretty amazing.
Totally amazing how they all came to help.
It's nice to see the whole town come and help when you really need them. Jack did a great job getting the helicopter and the river rescue boat. And let's not forget Wally's dogs.
Thank heavens for Wally.
It's too bad Ann couldn't get Ron's horses though. She said they were all booked up for the tourists. It's hard to understand how Jack had such a split personality.
Back off, you big shot pricks. You can't stop me now.
A serial killer in a cop's uniform.
Still can't believe it.
Well, I guess that puts to rest all Joe's stories about the Sasquatch, eh?
It all depends on what you believe.
I'm just glad he found David safe. I wonder where he actually found David.
Makes you wonder, eh?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. See, hon? I told you everything was gonna work out fine.
You were right, Tom.
Right, guys?
Yeah.
A complete family again.
A complete family.
Shayla?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you everything was gonna be okay?
Tom!
Ha 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 ha!